So today I'm going to be trying to fix this dent here on my 300ZX that happened from the track day earlier this year. I'm going to be doing this just as a test to see if I can panel beat it out. Basically I'm going to be doing the pauper method, which is I'm going to use the tools that I've got, and my idea was I'm just going to use my hammer and a couple of ratchet extensions. I'm going to go from inside and slowly try and just work it, like slowly tap it out to try and get it, you know, shift the whole thing outwards. Like if you can see, that's just a big dent, and then it's kind of folded in here a little bit. You can kind of see there. So basically I'm going to try and push this section out first and then slowly work that crease out and hopefully not end up with a hole there. And at the same time I'm going to be using a heat gun to heat it up to hopefully make it a bit more flexible while I'm working with it, and to not try and destroy the paint around it. And then eventually I'll paint it, but I just want to get that dent out today. So that's the task, and I'll get right into it now. So you can see from inside here what it looks like. There's the dent right there, and it's creased this piece here a little bit. So luckily it's very accessible, I can get straight to it. I thought I might have to take the tail light out, but I think I'm going to get away with not even having to do that. So I'm just going to start slowly trying to work it out and see if I can basically slowly push it out and reverse what happened. With the general rule, first in, last out, so I'm just going to start with like the outer edge there, start slowly tapping that, and then working my way in until I get into that middle crease. I think it should be possible with a bit of patience and a bit of work, but let's see what happens. So I decided to take the tail light out. I didn't want to risk it after all that I went through to make the tail lights. So I've just pulled it out, made a little contraption to hold the heat gun there. Like I said, pauper method until my crypto gains pay off and I can buy a shop. It's just what you got to do. So yeah, that's it. I've set it up, so I'm just going to run the heat gun like that. I'm going to start tapping it slowly from the inside, and I'll show you guys that process now. So I've been at this for about an hour now, and it's actually coming out, maybe actually less than an hour. Anyway, it's coming out a lot better than I thought, and a lot faster. As you can see, most of it's actually punched out. Now obviously I haven't shaped it properly or anything, but I've got it out. The only thing that is that little pocket in there, which you can see from the inside, is that fold and that edge along the bottom. Along here you can see it's out, so in order to, that piece there, so in order to do that I just ran to the store, grabbed some cheap chisels. I'm just going to flatten it off a little bit with the grinder, just so that it doesn't punch through the metal, and then I'm just going to use the chisels to remake that shape flat along there. I'm not going to be taking the bumper off today and perfecting that inner crease. I might do that at a later stage, but I just want to get this dent out, mainly just, you know, get the shape relatively there. I'll finish it off another time. I'll take the bumper off, finish it off, and then eventually I'll paint it. So the goal here is to get it out as much as I can close to the shape, at which point I'll probably do a little bit of filler just to finish it, depending on how good I can panel beat it. But I'm not a pro at this, so I'm not confident in my skill to be able to panel beat this completely perfect. So I think a little skim of filler will be fine for now anyway. And yeah, so I'm going to just go grind out those chisels and carry on trying to punch that bottom crease out. So just flatten these chisels off, and you can see the tip. It was sharp when I got them, and now it's just a little bit rounded. I can't really focus. It doesn't really want to focus, but basically I just rounded the tip off. You can kind of see it there. That it's so it's just not sharp, just so it doesn't punch through. There you go, you can see it. So it doesn't punch through the metal, basically. So I did it with the 3, so I've got the different sizes. All 3 of them just a bit flattened off and rounded on the edges. Now I'm going to go in and yeah, get back to it. What I've got so far. I think it's actually coming out pretty good. I'm pretty proud of this. It's the first time I've done one, you know, repair quite like this, and honestly most of it's come out pretty good. You can kind of see it's got most of the shape back, and it's definitely enough to do filler over it, but I might try and you know, panel beat it down as much as I can. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do much else today, because what needs to happen now, as you can see in that gap, is it's still got a fold right there. It's actually folded this way, and I think I'm going to have to take the bumper off and attack it like from this angle underneath to try and hammer that crease out that way. And down here, some of this needs to be tapped upwards. I'll show you from the inside. So you can see that crease that was made, so that needs to be tapped from underneath out. Yeah, so the only way I can see doing that is to take the bumper off, and I'm not going to do that today. So I think I'm probably going to leave it here for now, but I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, that's what it looks like from the inside. I'll probably just coat that with some paint so it doesn't rust. But yeah, I mean, for a pair like that with a hammer, like not even a problem. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's okay. A little bit more, I think a little bit of finishing underneath once I take that bumper off, and it should actually be good enough to respray. So I guess that's the end of part 1 for now. I'll continue this at a later date when I get a chance to take the bumper off and do it properly. Catch you guys next time.